Hello, my name is Jason Schwartz, and my mentor's name is Jason, and this is an asynchronous presentation regarding the impact of AI in the e-commerce industry. So, a quick overview of AI's impact in e-commerce thus far. AI has been growing in the e-commerce industry at a rapid pace, with it being a critical force in driving innovation and transforming business operations across the industry as a whole. As demonstrated in the Shopify store graphic to the right, where a customer is requesting to see some cool headphones, quote unquote, and the large language model Shopify chatbot is able to provide headphone recommendations, which inherently increases customer retention and increases the customer experience, which means that this is an example of impacting the consumers. And there's also suppliers and middlemen, which are key stakeholders in e-commerce. This means enhancing personalized shopping experiences, automating inventory management, and streamlining operations that thus would not have been streamlined without the implementation of AI models. So, my thesis is that AI is revolutionizing e-commerce by enhancing operational efficiency, improving customer experience, and reshaping sales strategies. My objectives are to analyze AI's impact on different stakeholders, including consumers, suppliers, and middlemen, examine the challenges and opportunities presented by AI in e-commerce, and inspect the ethical implications of AI integration in e-commerce business operations. So the role of AI in e-commerce. In the early 2000s, we had the introduction of basic rule-based recommendation systems. In the 2010s, we had the growth of machine learning-powered algorithms. In the 2020s, we had advanced AI technologies like NLPs, natural language processing units, and computer vision, which revolutionized customer interactions. Where does this all stem from? This all stems from machine learning, which powers personalized recommendation and predictive analysis. This is done autonomously, which powers NLP, which is natural language processing. This enhances customer service through chatbots and voice search, and computer vision is also a branch of machine learning, which enables visual search and automated product tagging. So we also have the importance of understanding AI's impact. In today's landscape, with the growing use of AI in all industries, it is essential for e-commerce businesses to stay competitive by understanding how AI is being implemented into the industry. And with consumer expectations at an all-time high and still growing, consumers are going to be expecting personalized and efficient experiences, which can only be done through the use of AI in this industry, and ethical considerations, which means addressing potential biases and ensuring responsible AI use through the e-commerce industry. So this graphic is just a quick demonstration of how AI has evolved over the past few years and how it has become smarter and has benched higher than their human counterpart in various tests. So my research revolves around a mixed method approach, which means qualitative research, which is conducted interviews to gather detailed insights from stakeholders, and quantitative research, which is to collect measurable data and identify trends across the industry. My participants included suppliers, which focused on niche markets such as Pokemon card suppliers to understand specific day-to-day challenges with the application of AI with both large and smaller firms. So AI's impact on consumers. As we take a look at the graphic to the right, we see that Glut AI, it is a part of Shopify. It is an extension that allows customers to have a more recommendation-based experiences and also allows customers to receive recommendations from the language model itself and from Glut AI, which is the example here. This means transforming personalized shopping experiences. AI algorithms are used to analyze customer behavior and provide highly personalized product suggestions, as well as enhance the customer engagement as a whole by using dynamic content and targeted offers, as we see to the right. This keeps customers more engaged and satisfied with the product and the website. As well, we can see AI improvements in customer service with AI chatbots that provide instant 24/7 support that human might not have been able to do and resolve common issues without the need for human intervention. This also this also uses voice assistants, which help customers navigate websites and make purchases through voice commands, improving accessibility and allowing the largest variety of customers to activate a site, which would only have been possible through the use of AI. So this graphic demonstrates response time reduction, customer satisfaction increase, and support cost reduction among both Zulily and H&M after they after they integrated AI into their services. They integrated customer service AI, which means that the response time reduced by 80%. With Zulily, and H&M also saw a 60% reduction, which is significant. Same for customer satisfaction, where they saw a 20% increase and 15% increase respectively among Zulily and H&M, and a significant reduction in costs when it related to support, which amounted to 50% for Zulily and about 30% for H&M after implementing AI into their services. So AI's impact on suppliers. First of all, we have improved inventory management, which means real-time data analysis. This uses machine learning to continuously monitor levels, ensuring optimal stock availability. Predictive analysis also helps forecast demand, reducing both overstock and stockouts, which genuinely improves the day-to-day operations of suppliers. This means also automatically reordering stock and triggering orders when stock levels are low based on historical data and trends. We also have enhanced supply chain logistics, which means supply chain transparency. When a customer is able to monitor their goods throughout the supply chain, this can enhance visibility and reduce delays. And this is provided by AI, which uses real-time tracking and monitoring. Dynamic pricing enables the models to adjust prices in real time based on demand. This is done through dynamic pricing AI, which is a form of machine learning AI. And this is done by utilizing market conditions and competition as well to provide the best price possible, pushing up the willingness to pay for consumers and allowing firms to hold a good and a price that allows for them to increase profitability. We also have fraud detection, which means AI is able to analyze transaction patterns and detect and prevent fraudulent activities, hand in hand with improved security, which enhances security measures by identifying unusual behavior and flagging potential threats before they impact the business. In this graphic, we see that a variety of companies, including Uber, Amazon, Airbnb, and Media Market, all use the dynamic pricing model, which is different from a static price, where a dynamic pricing model utilizes data from previous prices and competition to set a price which allows for maximum profitability for the firm. So in this graphic, we see a Tallgrass AI study, which saw all of its customers and how their implementation of large language models and AI in general helped them throughout their businesses. And we see that overall, it was a net positive in all instances, having cost overturns go down from 30% to 10%, having early detection successes going up from 40% to 80%, which is a 100% increase, and having operational efficiency go from 60% to 90% when implementing these large language models into their services. It has impact on distributors and retailers. First, we have the automation of routine tasks. AI undoubtedly helps automate repetitive tasks and sometimes time-consuming tasks, such as ordering processing, inventory updates, and customer inquiries. This allows middlemen to focus on higher value activities, improving overall efficiency. This means also enhancing decision-making. AI tools provide real-time insights, enabling middlemen to make faster and more informed decisions regarding stock levels, price adjustments, and customer demands. This makes it so the middleman overall has a better experience when using AI day to day. This also comes with personalized marketing, where AI analyzes customer data to identify purchase patterns, enabling middlemen to tailor their marketing campaigns to individual customers, increasing conversion rates and customer loyalty. This is also with dynamic pricing, as mentioned previously, where a middleman is able to set strategic prices based on demand, competition, and market trends, ensuring that they have maximum competitiveness and maximum profitability throughout their time selling a certain product. This finally comes with predictive analysis, where AI forecasts future sales, trends, and customer behaviors, allowing middlemen to proactively adjust their sales strategies to meet market demands where they otherwise would not have without AI predictive analysis. This was a study done by Acquia, which surveyed 800 marketers worldwide throughout 2020 and 2021. This graphic displays how, in all circumstances, the implementation of AI between 2020 and 2021 increased brand engagement, conversion, better response to discount offers, increased clicks per email, and increased email open rates. This is generally a plus for all middlemen, which means higher rates of conversion, higher rates of people opening up emails, higher rates of profitability, which comes from the personalized engine when implementing AI into their services. So, looking at a case study on Pokemon card suppliers and this niche in general. Pokemon card markets are generally very niche, and they're a specialized sector within broader collectible industries characterized by high demand and valuable rare cards. This means over the past few years, this market has experienced significant growth, driven by both new releases and nostalgia among collectors. The first way AI is helping these Pokemon suppliers improve is through inventory management, where AI helps suppliers accurately track and manage inventory, ensuring that high demand cards are always available, and predictive analysis, which forecasts which cards will become popular, allowing suppliers to stock up before demand spikes. This means that they're also able to use dynamic pricing, as mentioned previously, and adjust prices in real time based on demand, rarity, and market trends, maximizing their profit margins on certain rare cards. And fraud detection, which comes into play in specific grading services with AGS, which are used to authenticate cards and detect counterfeits, which protect both buyers and sellers from fraud. AGS stands for AI Grading Services, which utilizes an AI model to detect imperfections in a card and also detect if the card is legitimate, protecting both sellers and buyers. This means that there are certain challenges that come along with implementation of AI. First of all, we have the integration within systems. Many suppliers rely on systems that already are established and do not have much room to integrate with AI since it's such a niche industry. This comes with the cost of implementation, with the supplier needing to upgrade their original setup, and this can be prohibitive, especially for smaller suppliers, because it does require a lot of capital investment. And with staff training, this can require employees to need training to effectively use e-commerce AI tools, which would otherwise not have been implemented, and which can be time consuming and expensive for a smaller firm like a Pokemon supplier to implement. This means that we need to come up with solutions to overcome these challenges for smaller firms and niche markets like Pokemon. This means suppliers need to gradually introduce their technology, starting with the most critical areas like inventory management, which are required to stay competitive in the current landscape. And partnerships with AI vendors can also improve the chance a supplier could successfully implement AI by collaborating with AI specialists to help these suppliers integrate new technologies more smoothly and cost effectively, as well as continuous training programs, which means investing in ongoing staff training, ensuring that employees stay up to date with AI advancements and can utilize tools effectively brought up by new AI in the e-commerce industry, and specifically in a niche market like Pokemon. Um, my research came with conducting a case study on Pokemon, which means I interviewed 10 separate Pokemon suppliers, ranging from small firms to larger firms, ranging from suppliers with small amount of capital to a large amount of capital to implement AI systems. And this came with a variety of responses to the most pressing challenges in AI integration for these suppliers. We saw that four suppliers all had different pressing issues, which ranged from balancing AI human oversight, security concerns, data accuracy issues, integration systems, and complexity, which all received one vote from suppliers as a most pressing issue. We saw that training staff received two votes. This was seen previously where training staff could be an issue for suppliers updating their systems to accommodate AI. And most present and most put forward was the costs. As we saw previously, we know that costs are a big downside for these niche Pokemon suppliers being able to integrate AI into their systems and having it work effectively, which means that it was the top rated pressing issue among 10 suppliers which I interviewed. So the ethical implications of AI in e-commerce. AI systems often require access to large amounts of personal data to function effectively, raising significant privacy concerns among both suppliers, middlemen, and consumers. This means suppliers and middlemen must ensure that data they handle is secure and used ethically, as breaches can result in legal repercussions among these stakeholders. For job displacement, as AI automates routine tasks, there's growing concern about job displacement, particularly for roles in customer service, where logistics and inventory management are also being automated, and workers may face unemployment or the need to reskill, which can be a significant burden, especially in sectors where alternative employment opportunities are limited at the moment. This can come in niche sectors like Pokemon suppliers, where if AI would is advanced enough to imitate their work when it comes to marketing and displaying cards in a certain fashion, it could mean a large scale unemployment for these workers, which is a need to be ethically considered when implementing AI. A larger and more pressing issue that is readily seen today is bias in AI. This is seen readily through existing biases that are perpetuated based on how an AI data set is trained. This can lead to unfair treatment of certain groups and biased product recommendations or discriminatory pricing if an AI is given a biased set of data to run off of. This means that suppliers and middlemen face challenges to ensure that their AI systems are transparent and fair, avoiding any practices that could lead to biased outcomes and lead to lawsuits, as mentioned previously. This means failure to address these biases can lead to customer satisfaction and a loss of business and potential legal challenges. First, to address the challenges, we have upskilling and reskilling programs. This means implementing comprehensive training programs to help workers transition into new roles created by AI technologies and encourage continuous learning and professional development to keep employees updated on AI advancements and their implications. This is specifically evident in the e-commerce industry, where specific AI advancements might need to be reskilled or given as education to employees. Further, we have data protection laws. AI necessarily needs to comply with privacy regulations to protect consumer information, such as GDPR or CCPA standards, which are regulatory bodies that regulate commerce and AI in this instance. This means that AI also needs to follow an ethics guideline, which supports the development of ethical AI, promoting fairness, accountability, and transparency in the systems that are being developed for the e-commerce industry. Furthermore, we have bias detection and mitigation. As we said, bias is a major issue today and is going to continue to be an issue if AI is trained with improper data sets. This means to regularly audit AI systems to detect and mitigate biases, ensuring fair treatment for all customers and stakeholders. And it's necessary for AI to provide explanations, which correlates with explainability, which means particularly in areas like pricing, recommendations, and customer service, AI needs to provide clear explanations that make sense, backed up by data and previous evidence, which means that AI cannot have hallucinations, which basically means that AI just comes up with figures not based in reality. And this needs to be mitigated in order for it to be properly integrated into these systems. Furthermore, we have phased AI implementation, which means we introduce AI technologies gradually, starting with areas where they can provide the most value and minimal disruption, which comes with areas like personalized marketing and customer support, which always provide an upside and minimally provide downside and disruption if implemented improperly. This means monitoring the impact closely before expanding AI usage across more complex operations throughout the e-commerce business. Finally, we have future directions. First major direction is workforce evolutions. It is necessary to study the long-term impact of AI in job creation and displacement in the e-commerce section. As e-commerce becomes more advanced and as AI becomes more advanced as a result, there's going to be displacement and there's going to be a shift in how e-commerce individuals operate with their firms. This means the creation of new jobs and the displacement within workers where jobs are being taken by automation. This means it is required to study long term how AI is affecting employment trends and including potential shifts in labor demands and changes in workforce demographics that all come with AI being implemented into these systems, and how AI might contribute to job polarization with the growth in high skill and low skill jobs, but a decline in middle skill positions with the implementation of AI in these industries. Finally, we have questions for further investigation. When it comes to AI and consumer trust, we have what strategies can business use to build up and maintain trust in AI-driven e-commerce environments, with growing concern for data privacy and how consumer data is being used in large language models. It is ever paramount for business to use effective strategies to build trust among their communities and have people trust their practices when it comes to their AI usage. Further, we have AI's role in sustainability. How can the environmental impacts of AI in e-commerce and how can they be mitigated? AI inherently takes a lot of power to operate, and this means an effect to the environment and damage to the environment. And this needs to be studied with e-commerce in general as AI gets more advanced in this industry. And finally, we have insurance and AI integration. How might AI integration in the e-commerce affect the need for and structure of business insurance policies when it comes to how a business operates with a specific company's AI and how it is used throughout the business effectively and how it is insured as the firm moves along in its e-commerce path. Thank you so much. And thank you for listening to my presentation regarding the implementation of AI in e-commerce.